man. So I'm so happy that you jumped out there, right? I'm so happy that you approached,
Sure.
your lovely bride, right? And she was so willing, right, and to go on this journey with you. What was that experience like, right? To come as a newly married man, right? To approach your wife, right, who you just got married, right? We've been planning for this wedding. We put this together, right? Our families have evolved, right? We've tied the knot. Now we just going in our journey, and now you about to say, hey, I think I want to go in this different direction, right? What were kind of the emotions that you were going through, right? And how was just kind of that experience? Because I know somebody else is in that position right now, right? Some gentleman or some lady, right, is in that exact position, and they want to know kind of what that was feeling like.
Yeah, I mean, things that cross my mind is like, what are my parents gonna think? What are my friends gonna think?
Mm,
Um,
mm,
it's not just me anymore. I'm responsible for
yeah.
her. When we have kids, I'm responsible for the kids. And you know, it was just I'll explain kind of like the fears I had and what kind of helped me overcome it. So those were
Yeah.
some of the fears. Are people going to say you're responsible? I had kind of tried to launch the site 5 years ago. So as you probably can imagine, when you attempt something once and it doesn't work, then you have those thoughts of like maybe it wasn't meant to be, maybe like I just need to drop it, maybe whatever. So I had those thoughts. Um, I have thoughts of this is not the person or this is not what she signed up for. Like she signed up for what I was doing before, and now I'm switching. So it's a lot of different thoughts. But one of the things that kind of hit me was, God kind of pushed me because He allowed the situation at my job to reach a boiling point where I was
Mm,
just like, this is just I'm done, right? And it's sort of a testimony, but essentially, I asked to leave and because of the situation, and yet I was given severance, right? Which is
mm,
doesn't happen, right? Like you get severance when you get um, laid off, right? So God was kind of opening up the way, and he made he makes things uncomfortable to make us move. Sometimes I don't think I would have
yeah.
left unless it was uncomfortable. So the
Mm,
situation was comfortable, and I had these thoughts already, and it was like God was like, boom, and then on top of that,
yeah.
I went to the wedding, and I met my cousin. He's probably in his 40s or whatever, and he
Hmm.
was telling me about how he was trying to start a business, um, and when I looked into his eyes, he was like, "Yo, listen." I could see what he wasn't even saying. Basically, he's in his 40s. He's married with two kids, and he was basically like, essentially, this is my last shot. Like when I look at my life, I've just been providing for my family, doing what I have to. It's like life just happens. You get married, you have kids,
Mm,
just have to work to provide. And he was like, this is my passion. This is what I want to do. And I was like, yo, when I get to his age, I want to be able to say that I pursued what was mine. Because I mean, when you
mm,
think about a midlife crisis, what's a midlife crisis? It's a man or woman who realize it's not just facing her own mortality, right? It's like I literally did not do what I wanted or what I could have done with the
wow.
years before. And I was like, nah, I'm not doing that. So talking with him was part of the catalyst. And the situation at work, I was just like, this is this is it. But it can be scary, because
Yeah.
marriage first time I'm married, right? Like so I don't know. It's like everything is new, every experience is new, and it's like now I'm throwing this extra change. So it was tough, but essentially, I believe in myself. Essentially what it
Yeah.
came down to, like I believe like deep down inside that I can make it. Like no matter what, I can pivot, I can move, and I think God gives us that inner courage to do that. And
Mm.
your spouse or your friends buy into that, that also gives you strength to continue on in that journey. So yeah.
Thanks for watching the Lion and Lambo podcast. We hope this clip has been a huge blessing to you. And we want to remind you that we drop new videos, new podcast episodes every Sunday at 9 o'clock. You can find the full episode by clicking the card up at the top right of this video. If you prefer an audio only experience, then we want to let you know that we're streaming through every major podcast streaming platform. For the full list, you can go to www.lionandthelambo.com. Until next time, go impact the world.